friends, it's Star Thrifter, and I have a thrift haul to share with you today. Got some neat items to share with you. If you haven't watched any of my other videos before, I full-time reseller. I sell on eBay, and I also sell on Poshmark. Been selling on eBay for quite a few years, but not full-time all those years. And then just the last few years on Poshmark. I list everything on eBay, and then only select items on Poshmark if I think it'll sell over there. We'll get right on to it. This first item is a really great brand to pick up if you're not familiar with it with t-shirts. It's called Life is Good, and they make men and women's, and this happens to be a women's. This is in really nice shape. A lot of times they're like faded, but they still sell even if they're faded, and they make long sleeve t-shirts too. And I think I got a sweatshirt one time. I think that the men sell quicker. But anyways, but even if they're faded or they may have some flaws or a little spot, a lot of times they'll still sell. This is really cute. It's called Doggone, and it's got a little Jeep, and that'll be kind of, popular. And it's called, Life is Good. And then they usually have this little guy on the rear of it, but if you're not familiar with it, that's Life is Good. The women's I don't find sells for as much. I'd say 10 to 15. The men's would be more like 10 to $20. If you do me a favor and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it, and then you get notifications of my other videos. Also starting a series on my journey to $1 million, and that way you'll get notifications when those videos, when I upload those videos. Anyhow, this is a We the Free, which is free people, and this is actually a really neat looking shirt. I've not seen one of these before. It's got like lace on the bottom and lace up here, and it's got like this little graphic, forest thingy here. And but anyhow, some of the pieces of Free People sell pretty fast and for quite a little bit of money, but some pieces will sit for a long time or not sell for very much. You want to do comps before you pay very much. Most of the items I only pay $1. I do get half off on some items. Some of these items here I probably did half off on these because these were a little bit more popular brands, especially the bread and butter. I usually only pay $1. I wait until the thrift shops have their dollar sales. Anyhow, this is the tag on it, but they also make a tag that's material, and it'll say We the Free. And then they also, there's just regular Free People. It's got a tiny little metal tag, or they have, cloth tags. And then there's also Intimately Free People. That's all part of the lines. But isn't this cute? It's not exactly like a thermal, but it's just really cool. Anyhow, it's like a 3/4 t-shirt. This item here I picked up because of silk, and I've been passing up Banana Republic for quite a while, but you know what? Some of their pieces do sell. This is silk, and this will sell. This is what you would call a popover, and I didn't know that for a while, where it's just like a half button or whatever, and it doesn't button all the way down. But it's a popover shirt is what I usually use as a keyword. But that's Banana Republic, and it's silk, and I don't know because I haven't done top comps on this. Sometimes silk sells for a little bit more. I'd say between $10 and $20. Don't get discouraged on those $10, $20 sales. I made a list. I was adding to it today, and I started a while ago of sales I've had lately that sell like lightning fast, and I've had some really lightning fast sales. I mean, a lot, like some within the same day or a day or a week. Usually in clothing, if you sell it in the first 90 days, that's kind of considered a quick flip, if you can imagine. Clothing can sit for a while. However, I've had a lot of salesmen selling very quickly lately. My sales have really increased. That's another reason you'd want to subscribe, because I'm going to be giving, and I already have given, a lot of key tips on how to increase your sales. This is Oak and Olive, and I wasn't really sure, but it's brand new with tags. And I went ahead and got it. It doesn't have on here what it was brand new, the price. I don't see any actual price on it here, but it has an item number, and what I'll do is I'll Google that. I'll type in Olive and Oak, and then I'll put in that number and then push images and see if it comes up to get keywords. I don't use stock photo on eBay, the stock photos, from like the manufacturers. And I know there's a lot of sellers on there that are selling used items with stock photos or new items, and unless you're the manufacturer, you don't want to use stock photos. You can get your account shut down. It's not worth the risk. I know a lot of people use them on Posh. Use your own discretion over there, but on eBay, don't do it. I don't know on this really. Probably $10, $20, but it's actually really a pretty little sweater. It is new with tags. This I will be classifying as a layering piece or a semi-sheer because it's quite thin. And, hopefully that will sell. I don't really know because I don't usually pick up that brand. And one of them I think was part of like the Stitch Fix or Anthropology or one of them. It's something olive, and I thought it was envelope, but I kind of think that isn't it. This is the example of the intimately free people. And this is really cute. And this is brand new with tags. And it's really funny because I already have one that's lavender. And that way I can get more key. Uh-oh. Okay, it's just got like a pull on this. Not exactly. I thought it was a hole or something like that. But I think it's just part of the sweater there. But this, I will be using like rough edge on that for this. But this is called like a weekend, something like a weekend tee or a weekend. I don't think they called it a sweater. It's really quite thin, or a thermal, but it's brand new with tags. And I'll be able to use, this was $40 brand new, right? And this is a free people tag on it. And, but anyhow, that's what their tiny little tag looks like. It's called Intimately Free People. And but it was $40, and actually it's kind of cute. I might use thermal on this, and their thermals do sell, especially if you get the detail cuffs. On this, even though it's brand new with tags, you get a fraction of the price of anything that's brand new with tags. Just be prepared for that if you haven't sold a lot with brand new with tags. However, the stores don't always sell stuff at the manufacturer price. They discount down or they have sales too. Usually get about half. But I'm going to price this higher first and then see how it goes. I don't know because I haven't done comps on this. With new with tags, maybe I'll try $34.95 or $29.50 or something at first and see how that goes. It's very thin. I do charge for shipping on everything that I sell on eBay. Please leave in the comments if you charge for shipping or do free shipping and how that works out for you and what you think about that. I've been doing charging for shipping for quite some time, and but I have great sales. This is Mountain Hardware, and this is a men's shirt. This is a good brand to pick up, and especially in men's stuff. I find that the men's stuff seems to sell quicker than women's. And they have this like little bolt on it. It's kind of like their logo. See how there's like a bolt? A lot of times they don't have it printed that big on the shirt somewhere, but it'll be also up here. That little bolt is there. But it's Mountain Hardware. This is a really good brand. It's an outdoor brand. I don't know because I haven't priced one of these for a while. I would guess between maybe 15 and 25. That's a guess. Oh, but what I was saying is don't get discouraged on your $10 sales, $15 sales, because that makes up for a big bulk of your sales. Some of the really big sellers that sell like $1 million, $2 million a year, their sales, a lot of them are only $10 and $15, $19. That's their price point because that's where a lot of the buyers are at, price point on eBay. But that's a lot of it. And think about it. If you were to, because it's all about listing. The more you list every day, the more you're going to sell every day. And you have to have volume. You have to have a lot of items to sell. And they know that. And so, they're not listing like and they've even made comments that they a lot of times won't pay up for like some of the high-end stuff. And then you got to wait a long time for a buyer for that. They can flip the other stuff quicker. But, if, of course, I'm sure that they, pick them up too. But if I come across someone that's a decent price, I pick them up, These are all nicer brands to sell. This is a Banana Republic, and it's actually a cotton cashmere men's sweater. And probably $15 to $20, I would guess, on this. Because it has cashmere in it is because I picked it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked this up. This item here is a Cool. If you're not familiar with that, this is also a really great brand. They also make men and women's, and it's an outdoor brand, and this is just a little like t-shirt, and I don't know, actually it'd be maybe like a Henley because it's half button, short sleeve. I haven't really priced them lately, but this sells quite really quickly, and I'd say if I was to guess, hopefully I'd like to say 15 to 20, but it could go 10 to 25, but that's kind of like the price range. But it's KUHL. If you're not familiar with that, it's an outdoor brand, and they have a lot of men's clothing too. That's a really great brand to pick up. This is a Lululemon, and be very cautious on how much you're going to pay for Lululemon because the prices have really went down, and also the demand has went down considerably on the shirts and the tank tops and stuff. Now if you get into some of the like they make some sweaters or long sleeve shirts and stuff like that. They're still selling, and not to say they won't sell, but just watch how much you're paying for them. This I got half off. It has, you can, if you can see, it's kind of got that Lululemon logo. See that? In case, you know, the rip out tag is usually gone, not always, but if you're not familiar with Lululemon, that is their symbol. And watch it, because Champion symbol and some of the other athletic ones are kind of similar to that, but you'll know it's always that. It's like that there. And anyhow, I don't know, because I haven't priced one of these for a while. Maybe 15, 25. That's kind of a guess. But still a great brand to pick up. I just, you know, say, you know, watch how much you're paying for it. I just started picking this brand up like this week. And in fact, this morning I had a pair of bathing suit bottoms I listed last night. They sold this morning. But I sold them very cheap because I didn't know their... I wasn't familiar with this brand because it's more of your bread and butter brand, and with them it had a tiny little spot. They were white little bathing suit bottoms. I sold them really cheap for $5, but they sold when I got up this morning. I already had the sale, or right after I got up. But it's Aerie, and I wasn't familiar with that. Some of their pieces sell kind of decent. It's actually Aerie. Now this is a flannel chambray, and this I don't know because I'm just getting familiar with this brand, and you know, I wouldn't probably pick up all their pieces, but if it's something you think that, you know, is worth it, I only paid $1 for those little I think, yeah, I don't know, I think I paid, I don't know, for the bathing suit, but it was probably $1, and this was I think $1. I don't know prices on this, but I think it would go for around $20. That would be my guess on that, if I remember the comps. This is a great brand. I really like to pick up this brand. It's interesting because I had one of these. It was brand new with tags. It looked just like this. They had the print. A lot of times they're just solid. They won't have like a print on it. But it's actually merino wool, but it looks like a long sleeve tee. When you're in the t-shirt aisle, or I mean like the long sleeve shirts, watch for this brand because it's wool. It's merino wool, and it's called Segments. And this is a great brand. Sells very quickly, and it depends on the piece and the size on how much you're going to sell it for. But it's usually a lot. Most of the time, it's around $20. Can range between 15 and 30. You know, but this is a really usually quick, you know, $20 flip, which is really great. This here is remember what this one is. Oh, I don't pick up very many Anthropologies anymore because they're just not selling or moving for, you know, and they don't sell for very much, and you're really sitting on them. Some pieces do still sell. I'm not going to say that some don't. Do your comps first. But this particular one, it seems like any piece that I get usually sells. And I forgot, this is called, I won't even say it. It's like Kimi Kin. And anyhow, this particular one, it seems like I usually can get it to sell, but that's what they're like. I know it's blurry, trying to not get it to be blurry, but anyhow, not quite sure what the trick is, but you know, it has that little round symbol on it. This is just a tank, but I've been picking up tank tops lately, bathing suits, shorts, even though we're starting winter, because I've really upped my listing on how many items I list a day, and storage, trying to find enough room to store it. I have over 2,000 pieces listed, and you know, the sweaters just take up a lot of room. Plus, I can buy more of these on some of the days when it's not at $1, because like the tank tops at the one store are $1.99. On Wednesdays I get 25% off, but on some days, you know, you like on Fridays, that's what it was. I was trying to remember how this goes. If you have a blue bag, you can get half off on anything that you can fit in a blue bag. Well, if I put this in there, it'd only be $1, even if it's not the color of the tag that week. So anyways, I don't know on the tank top on this, but you know, maybe 10 around there. But I have been picking up, and I'll tell you what, that's the third bathing suit that sold in the last week or two. I've sold two. One was a one piece, one was a two piece bathing suit, and that piece just sold. And it's November. But also, you do know that if you know, if you haven't been selling clothing for a while, it's just like the stores. They start getting right after Christmas, December, January, they start getting in their spring stuff. You have to be, you know, a few months ahead of time. Just remember that too. But purposely, it is a little early. Sweaters obviously are going to be selling probably more, or maybe for more money, but I just kind of been picking up some of the smaller and lighter weight things because of storage. This is Cabby. If you're not familiar with Cabby, their old tag was more thin and small, but this is their newer tag and it's square. And I still pick up Cabby. I pick up the old, and I pick up this newer tab. Some of these pieces sell for quite a little bit of money, between $20 and $30, and they can sell quickly, but some of them can really sit. It depends on the piece, even if they're the newer tag. Really watch it, do your comps. This is very soft. And anyhow, Cabby always has a style tag. You can either type in the Cabby in the style tag on eBay or on Google and find out, what other people are selling it for, and maybe some keywords to use. And I did pick this up. I was a little hesitant, but I really need the inventory. This is a Anthropology, and it's mauve. Some people say that this one still sells, but most of the pieces I pick up of this, it seems like it really sits. But this is a really cute plaid little shirt, and this is an Anthropology. But with it being plaid, I thought I thought I'd take a chance. I don't know. Hopefully this will sell. 10, 15, 20, I doubt it. This, I don't think is a name brand. There's another name brand that's very close to this, but I don't think this is the expensive one. I haven't looked it up, though. However, this top is super cute. If it was smaller, I would keep it. It's a wrap top, false wrap, and it's polka dot. Isn't this adorable? I think this is the cutest top. And wrap tops, I tell you what, are really selling. They don't even have to be a name brand. They can be just a regular average brand. But it's the wrap top, especially the ones that are real, tighter fit, and they're the false wrap long sleeve. I think I've even sold maybe the short sleeve, and I don't know about the sleeveless, but the long sleeve. They've been selling. I put one on the list today that sold really quick. It was a Claus, Chaus. I wouldn't even pick up that brand, but it was really pretty. It was like a fuchsia pink with, I think, black on it. It was a print, and it sold right away for like $12. You can't beat it if you're making, quick sales, but this is really pretty. I don't think this is silk, but it could be. I think it's more rayon, but isn't that cute? But the wrap, especially, like I said, the ones that are more like, looks more wretched where they're, real tight, but this is pretty, and I think this will sell. But I don't think that's the high-end brand, but I gotta look it up. If you can do me a favor and push the thumbs up button, I greatly appreciate it. This is brand new with tags. I think it's the only reason I picked it up. I only pick up very, very few pieces of American Eagle Outfitters. However, some pieces sell, they say, but it was brand new with tags. I thought I'd take a chance, even though it's just a little tiny tank top. I bet you maybe $10, but it's an easy thing to list, easy thing to store. It was worth picking up. This is a really great brand, and this looks really, really tiny. I gotta do some measurements on it. I don't think they make little kids, but now that I look at it, since it's called, I forgot how you pronounce this. It's like diagonal. It's called Rainbow. This might be their little kids line, because usually it's a women's adult. It's usually that top word. But this says Rainbow. I bet you this is part of their kids line, but they always have really cool looking prints. Hopefully this will sell, even though it's little kids, but it has to be little kids. I can't imagine it being, it's really tiny. It's got to be little kids. Anyhow, I was hoping it was women's. If you find it in the women's, it sells. It looks kind of like it's an old style, but it does sell. But I think it's called like Diagonal or something like that. Anyhow, I don't know. This brand sells. It used to be called Horny Toad. Now it's called Toad & Co. I sold a t-shirt. It's on my list within, I think it was the next day. Sold the next day. And, some pieces aren't going to sell real quickly. Don't, go overboard with it. But they usually, they have a lot of men's shirts, like, men's clothing and men's plaid shirts and stuff. But this is interesting. It's like a women's denim. I don't know on this piece how great it'll sell, but that's their newer tag. And that's Toad & Co. And this brand does sell. And I really don't know if it's like an outdoor brand or what the world it is. I don't know how come I put this up. Oh, I just listed a bathing suit top last night. Tankini top, and it's Lands' End sell. And Speedos. I just listed black Speedos last night, and it's really nice, actually. And no wonder people really like them, because they are really neat looking. They're very flattering. However, You have to have the right figure for it. It's more for like the athletic swimmer, to wear those. But anyhow, those are just two great bathing suit brands to pick up because I was kind of doing some research. This was another great brand to pick up. Nike. I didn't even know Nike made bathing suit tops, but it's a Nike bathing suit top. I don't remember the comps on this one, but the Speedo was 20. I think it was $20 or more. It was around there. And the Lands End was 15 to 20. I don't remember on this. I think it was 15 or 20, but thought I'd take a chance, on this one. I paid a little bit more for that. This here is Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson does still sell quicker with men's than women's. And I wouldn't pick up, I don't know, do cost for, you pick up just like a lot of men's, local Harley Davidson shop t-shirts, but some of them do sell, but some of these pieces sell really quickly for a lot of money. But I thought this was a neat piece because look, it's a t-shirt, but it's lace up. Isn't that cool? And it's women's, and it's adorable. It's in really great shape. And it's got, even though this one's a local one, but look how cute this is. Men's goes for a lot more money. Women's, 10 to 20. Men's can go for a lot more. But Harley Davidson stuff does sell. It is a great brand to pick up. These I paid more for because I don't come across this brand very often. I think I paid $7.99. And the reason I paid full price for these is because they are very dark. They're in great shape. High rise. In fact, they're even called La High Skinny. But it's Frame. Frame is a great brand. That is more of your higher end designer brand. And they're in really excellent shape. I have not done comps on this. Actually, they're adorable. God, they're about my size too, but no, I gotta sell them. Anyways, they're really, really nice. I pay $7.99. Like I said, I haven't done comps, but hoping, without looking and doing comps, maybe 40. I'm guessing these are interesting. They got like a split cuff. Isn't that cool? Hopefully, I don't know, maybe they'll have a design, number that I can, look up. This is an excellent brand. Every piece I get sells right away. I even had one recently. It was a pair of shorts, and it was a college, and they sold right away. But Loudmouth, oh, this is a great brand. I find mostly men's. I don't remember if they make any women's. Oh, yes, they do, because I had some tennis skirts. That's the only thing. I have one more, I think, tennis skirt to sell. Those sold a little, skirts or whatever. They sold a little quick or slower. But the men's, oh my gosh, Loudmouth. They're always very bold print. Look how cool these are. Paisley. Purple, these will sell. Paisley's always a great thing anyways. Paisley and polka dots are something that seems like they always stay in style. But this is called Loudmouth. And if you're not familiar with it, and I was trying to see if their actual tag was on it where you could see they had more in the logo. Hopefully, there is some tags. Oh, there. Well, okay, they don't have like another tag, but they do have the sizes. Oh, there it is. Okay. What does it say? Some guys come to play. Loudmouth. Sports. I think it's golf related. But this is a great brand. It really is. I don't know because I haven't done comps on these. I'd say maybe around 30. They're in really great shape, but if I had to guess, maybe around 30. That's a really great flip. I don't remember how much I paid for these. If these were, and where I got these. Oh, I got these. Okay. I might have paid full price for these. I might have paid $7.99. If I did, that was a lot. But if you can sell for 30, that's still a pretty great return on investment. Anyhow, I just wanted to do this thrift haul really quick for you today because I got a couple more videos I do want to do. One of them is going to be the lightning fast sales. I already have 2 other ones up if you want to check it out. And I just kind of sit there and go through the different things that sold and for how much and how quick they sold. And then the other one is starting my Journey to $1 Million series. Hopefully you've really enjoyed this video. Once again, if you could subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, may you have many prosperous sales. Thank you.